Alright guys, today I'm going to be teaching you all a cool tech that I made up myself called fishing. Now for this tech to work you will need to be Rebirth 10 and you will have to have your ADS operation completed in the special ops. This tech basically boils down to finding and taking out naval vessels as quickly and efficiently as possible. In order for that to happen, you must first understand the entry points to every single submarine and boat available that you will most likely encounter. For the Loscos, the entry is at the top of the helm, and the driver's seat is directly next to it, as shown right here. Now moving on to the Bore 2. The entry is right at the back, that little sewer manhole thing, and the driver's seat is just one room down. I'm going to show you all the Typhoon class entry point in a few moments. I just need to get my points back. Right, so it is actually not at the back. This is a red herring. The entry is actually in the front, which you can tell by looking at either the windows or the tail fin. It's right in front of the mint-looking thing, and the driver's a little bit more tricky on this one. It is right across the hall, and it's the first room in front of you. Do not go down the hatch. I don't have the Los Angeles class, so I'm unfortunately not able to show you that one. But moving on to the Zoomlet, Zoom Vault. There are actually a lot more entry points to the Zoom than the submarines. So, starting at the stern of the boat, there are 2 entry points on either side, both leading directly into the control room. There's two extremely close to the center, both leading to the drone room, which also subsequently leads into the control room, as shown here. The final entry point is at the lower bow of the ship, and the lower deck compartment. You can actually open this hatch over here, which is how you're primarily going to get inside if you're running from below. And through there, you can just get your way back through to the control room. The way you're going to want to do that, one of my favorite methods of searching for submarines to, of course, execute the information I've given you is by using the jet ski, which I would recommend being maxed out in speed, and just occasionally looking down around you and to check for any submarines. This works, I'd say, one of the second most efficient method, but it's also very prone to stray attacks. The second method is to use the Loscos class, which is the fastest one, which also I would recommend having max speed upgraded. I don't show this here, but you're also able to use the sonar by pressing X while you're doing it. I would normally keep a depth of around 60, maybe 85. As long as you're able to keep your camera out of the water and see a generally good field of area, then it should be fine. The third, and I'd probably say the least effective for submarines, but most effective for boats and such, is the Delorean. The reason that the Delorean is the best is because it costs 0 parts. It's impossible to lock onto it, other than of course the TV guided, and also I'll show you in a second. But imagine there is a boat down there. You're able to drop down. And as shown later on in the video, you board the ship and you kill the driver. The reason that the Delorean is so good, of course, is because you're able to airdrop it in. Realistically, though, you do this after you've cleared out the owner and make sure no one else is coming, because it is extremely vulnerable. You'd have to get in and take off immediately, or else the platform will despawn, destroying the Delorean in the process, with a extremely long cooldown. But after that, you can continue on. You can continue on hunting. Now, for probably one of the most useful tools for preventing against this technique is the claymore. The claymore is an explosive device triggered by radius, and not instead of a landmine, which is triggered by touch. You're able to survive it by holding out your shield. This includes 2 claymores, and you're able to disable one by shooting out one. These will one shot. They have a minute cooldown, so I had to cut the video here. I only recommend doing this if you're going to camp inside of your sub. Other than that, don't do it. And unlike boats, you're able to move around with the submarine while doing it. Now, say you're trying to infiltrate a submarine with them using this tech. As you'll see, you will not be able to. Very anticlimactic death. Few examples on how to board certain types of vessels. The Barracuda, you would just go in from any side since they're all evened. You would jump up and shoot either from the window, or go through the back door and shoot the driver, which is on the right side. With Project 1124, it is a little bit more difficult because it's a lot harder to board from the side, so you're going to have to go in from the back. But this also does give you a lot more time to switch any more preferred weapons. Open the door and kill the driver. Another good thing for getting onto boats is you're able to use your jet ski to launch yourself on, as shown here, which gets much more effective, but you're also susceptible to fall damage somehow. The reason that you should be using the APS underwater rifle is because you can, shoot underwater, and you can't with any other gun. Even if you don't really go underwater at all, it's still recommended to get these for those once every 15 day situations. Alright, that just about wraps us up. I hope you enjoyed and I hope you learned something too. I am a member of the ETDF. It is a free to join faction. The link will be in the description and I hope to see you there. See you around sometime.